feels like Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. Fuel delivery here. Loads of people ask us how much fuel we use. We use roughly around 5,000 litres a month, but in the summer we can probably use that in a week when the combine's running. I'm just looking for the mini MERLO, it's there. Gonna lift the concrete mixer out of the workshop, make a bit of room because we're putting a bucket in there and a bucket brush, and someone you might know is coming up in a bit. Oscar's off this week because of obviously half term and he's doing his exam, so he's off a few days. So he's just brushing the yard now, so if it rains again later, not have any wood chip flowing down the drains. Not sure if you remember, but last summer when we swapped one of the MERLOs, it was only 12 months old, but it come on the wrong tyres, so we swapped the tyres off the trade-in onto it. Anyway, just got these Alliance tyres now, so they're like a halfway between the tractor tread and what you sort of have on a yard. So I'm going to put them on it now because that's the machine that does most of the work in a yard. So the idea is there's more kind of rubber, so they'll wear a lot slower, and also the steel belted, so you can't see obviously it's inside, but the steel belts running through the tread bit, the bit that hits the floor, the bit that'll run over the stones. And we've got a Meteor sidewall, so a neighbour had got some on his machine and raved about him, so we're going to try him on one of ours. So I think the tyre fitter's coming in a bit to put them on, which is good because we'll be using it this week, loading a lot of grain so we can test it. Anyone recognise that pickup? You might do now. So November 2022 we started this bucket brush project with Tom, and we're finally finishing it today. Just finishing welding this, so put a bit of plate in to fill the gap up because it was huge. Getting ready for putting some corner pieces on. John's been removing the floor the easy way. So there's a change of plan now. We've decided what's the point in putting steel to slide the trays on when I can put the container on bricks and slide the trays underneath that way, and then we don't, it's all little blocks, isn't it? And then we don't then have to cut the door and the back out the container, and then when we finish we can put a new floor back in. But yeah, it's all I thought it was plywood, but it's like little chunks. So they're the 4 slots, so that's handy because it means we won't get too much radiated heat where they are onto the bottom of the tin. So yeah, just stand the container on blocks, I think we'll do. Get the rest of that out. Should we roll it on its side and push it through with the pallet forks? I never thought it'd look like that.
This is the content everyone wants to see, destroying things.
Destruction, yeah. That's it. That's kerosene, isn't it? What you build piers out of? Like a hardwood. It's dry as well, isn't it? Anyone would think there'd been a fire on top of it. Maybe we should have just set fire to the floor instead of buying charcoal. We could turn that into charcoal, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's a bit of time, isn't it?
Just dig a hole and set it on fire and you bury it, don't you? And then as it snubs itself out, it makes charcoal. Don't make them like that anymore, you see, it's plywood. Someone at the door, John. Heard someone knocking. Look what we've found in the nettles. A brand new bucket brush. Last November this arrived. It took 18 months. Look at that for a weld. Whee. Anyway, I've put his initials on it there for him. Looks alright. It's a shame couldn't have got them a bit further over. I think it'd have been better if it was a little bit closer. But should be alright. We've just got to put it on a pallet now and try and lift it in his cattle trailer. Got it on a 2-way pallet or a 4-way pallet now, so I can pick it up from the other direction. Hopefully it should just fit it on, and then we'll post it into his livestock trailer, is the plan. Is this Merlo going to be long enough though? Yeah, go on, that's it. Go on. Yeah, well, I'll lower away now. I'll lower mine now.
Yeah, boys!
2 telehandlers.
We're in.
Just got to get it out the other end now. Birthday bumper time, special guest read it. Off you go, Tom.
Here we go. So happy birthday to everyone. Catherine Leon at 21. John McGrath is 60. Robert
Halcrow, I think.
Halcrow. John Forshaw is 40. Keely Ford is 33. SJS is 58. And Archie
Vernoom, I think it's pronounced.
Vernoom is 10 today. Happy birthday to everyone. And the amount raised for the air ambulance is £67,857. Yes! So read it all. My English teachers that we have.
Cheers, Tom. That was a massively long project, 18 months. Anyway, I'm going to quickly go and look because apparently a car has crashed into the field, so I'll go and see what's going on. Neighbours just text me. Get a better strap out of here because the AA guy's not got a very good strap. We're going to tow it off the road with the Merlo. I think he snapped his track rod end, so he doesn't want to go for his insurance. So if we get him off the road, it's safe then. I'll just pull back now and see what happens. Got him out, but it snapped the steering rod, so we're going to get him up the road a bit. Yeah, poor young lad, he's gone around the bend now. Whether his track rod snapped before he hit the hedge or it snapped from hitting the hedge, but his car was kind of like stuck on the hedge, and the poor AA guy, to be fair to him, only had a short, well, he did have a longer strap, but he'd only thought he was going to a breakdown, not basically an accident, which had happened. So he was quite reluctant to get it off the top of the hedge with, and then he was saying that he can't tow it away with a dolly and have to get a recovery truck, which meant going for his lad's insurance, or the police would call a recovery truck and then go for his insurance, and he only needs his track rod. So I was like, look, I'll just pull it off the hedge with the Merlo, I said, then we'll stick it in that field gateway out of the way so that the police can get out of the way and open the road because it's a busy junction. So we pulled it out, and then he said, I only live at the other end of the road. So I just escorted him back to his house. So I stayed in front and he drove it, even though it was only one wheel steer, it was fine. Went at walking pace, parked it outside his house. Mechanic lad tomorrow, hopefully he'll come up, put a new track rod end on it, and he's off again, just a little bit of a crack to his bumper. But yeah, it's just a shame, like, I think trying to get a recovery truck, it's suddenly a lot of money, insurance claim, for the next 5 years his insurance is going up then, so it was good to help him out. If it had been James or Clara or Olivia or anyone like that, they'd been stranded. I'd like to think that other people have helped them as well. Shed update. Insulation's going in. It's quite neat, isn't it? Which bit did you do, Richard?
yeah. That bit there, that piece there.
Yeah, some of them have fell out, haven't they? But these look good, don't they? Be toasty, won't it? Oven update. John's painstakingly removed the floor out of it. So now, obviously this is where the fork slots go in. So I'm not bothered about that because it means we won't get radiate the heat, and we might even cover that one. But now we set it up on blocks and we can plaster trays of charcoal underneath on the concrete. We can put some blocks around the outside so we don't get too much airflow, but we can totally regulate where we want the airflow to be now. Chains hopefully coming tomorrow, but to be fair, we could just make a table or put a frame inside rather than the chains, because now we're not using this floor, we're putting to pass something underneath it. So we could have something that'll just sit on here, maybe. We'll have a look. I've got an old mount for a diesel tank, to be honest. Maybe if I put that sideways, it might do. I think we're all going to be good for a reset on build a tray Friday, maybe, and do a bake again on Saturday. Last load of OSR going out for the day. 6:30 it is now. So I think John loaded the first one around 7 this morning. So a long day on that, really. I was looking forward to seeing these on today, but I think the tyre guy had an emergency, so never got to here to put them on. So maybe we'll get them on tomorrow. This is today's quiz question. What is that? Mower drive shaft update. So Andy up the road thinks he's got a bent one that we can take the UJ off that was going to go in the scrap bin. That's the start, and if not, someone else noticed that it was 15 spline, not 16, and they are actually on Cramp's website for 80 quid. So we'll try with a second-hand one, and if not, we'll get a new one off Cramp. I don't know whether you can hear the wind there, but it's been quite windy all day today, which is a bit annoying. I've got some spraying to do. Oh yeah, and Morgan has put the 1455 on the hedge cutter. So this time of year, like I say, we're just doing the odd gateway here and there. And they've been out today to do some updates on the drill, so they needed to do it on the tractor. So we took the edge cutter off yesterday, put it on the tractor, so they could fold it out for them to do. And then he's put this on that, so we can just use it whenever we need it. Like I say, odd gateway here and there, just nip out, do it, job done. I need to go and show you the sunflowers. I've not been up there, the agronomist has, but we have put some slug pellets on today. Morgan was doing that today while I've been playing in the workshop, making bucket brushes. But yeah, slugs love them. This wet weather, they love that as well. They can move around quite easily in it. Anyway, random video today. Not really much happening because of the wind. But nonetheless, thanks for watching. And if you made it this far, click like. Oh yeah, sorry, yesterday's quiz question. That's what you need to know, isn't it? It was one of the see-through eyelid caps on the quad track. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.